Welcome to our YouTube channel. Today we're going to show you how to make these lovely bows.
And we don't really know how to knit.
Definitely, gosh, an amateur is a nice way I would describe myself. I think it's a bit generous. So if I can do this, anybody can do this. They could be a fun, you could add them to your pet's collar.
Or a headband.
Or any kind of other accessory. Super cute, super easy. Let's get going.
To cast on stitches, slide your slip knot onto your needle, making sure that the tail end is facing towards you. Using the other hand, pull both strings down and insert your thumb and pointer finger in between the two strings. Pull the needle down to make a Y shape with the yarn. Take your needle and thread it under the yarn around your thumb and over the yarn around your finger. Pull the needle back through. This will create your second stitch. Continue that motion until you create your desired number of stitches. Insert your working needle into the stitch so that your needles are crossed. Wrap the yarn around the back needle. Slide the needle around to the front, making sure to hold on to the wrapped yarn. Slide the stitch off and onto the working needle. If you are knitting using the garter stitch for the whole project, continue with this stitch until you reach the end of the row, as seen here. If you are alternating using the purl stitch, you would knit one stitch, purl one stitch, and so on until the end of the row. For the purl stitch, begin by bringing your yarn around to the front of the needle. Then, insert the needle into the stitch so that your working needle is crossed in the front. Wrap the yarn around your front needle. Bring the needle back through the loop and slide your stitch off onto the working needle. To cast off, begin with 2 knit stitches. Using your needle for help, grab the back stitch, pull it over the front stitch, and drop it off the needle. You'll be left with 1 stitch. Create another knit stitch so that you have 2 stitches again. Repeat the process of grabbing the back stitch, pulling it over the front stitch, and dropping it off the needle. Continue until you are left with a nice edge and 1 stitch left on your needle. To finish your project, cut your yarn, making sure to leave a nice long tail. Take this tail and loop it around the needle in front of your last stitch. Using your needle or your fingers, grab the back stitch and pull it over the front like we did before. Now you can pull that tail all the way through the loop you just created. Pull on the knot to secure your edge and you're done.